Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
And welcome once again to
The Hollywood Outsiders. I am your host, Count Nicula.
And I am your host, Count John.
And we are here to talk about the vampire movie.
As we wanted to call this, the vampire of the Boogaloo. I told you not to. We can't. I don't know how the hell he did it.
Bela Lugosi's got some brass balls. I don't know.
He had something. Hey, what's going on, folks? I'm John.
I'm Nick.
And
Hollywood Outsiders.
Right.
As promised, we are doing a vampire extravaganza, or the Vampire Boogaloo. We're going to talk about our definite top 5 vampire movies that bite and don't suck.
These are real vampire movies.
Real vampires.
None of that damn glittery emo crap.
Nothing. But look, I sparkle. Woo!
Oh,
No.
Do I want to be one of you, or do I want to be furry? I don't know.
Yes, do I want to suck or do I want to growl?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You want to do this?
Are you ready?
I think they're ready.
Are you ready?
Well, they're watching, so they
We're
must
ready.
be ready.
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hollywood Outsiders now brings you the top 5 all-time best vampire films.
Damn Skippy.
Number 5.
Number 5.
The Horror of Dracula.
Ooh.
This is the original Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing pairing, brought to us from Britain's Hammer House of Horrors.
Back when Hammer was cool and not so cheesy.
Exactly. This is probably, stylistically speaking, one of the coolest portrayals of Dracula out there.
Yes, I have to agree. I have to agree.
Number 4.
Number 4, the Underworld series. There's 3 of them, two regular movies and a prequel movie.
Prequel, yeah.
You can't really just you could pick one of them if you really wanted to, but we're going to lump them all together.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds. You got vampires, you got werewolves.
Exactly.
Who could ask for anything more?
That's awesome. And number 4 is on its way.
Number 4 is on its way.
Number 3 on the list of best vampire films of all time is
The Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys.
A movie that redefined a generation of horror fans.
And had one hell of a great soundtrack.
Damn straight.
It did. Kiefer Sutherland, pre-Jack Bauer.
Yes.
The Coreys.
Of course, the Coreys. Who could forget the Coreys?
Yeah. And, let's go ahead and rest in peace to Corey Haim.
Okay.
But don't be sad, because he's been reunited with his career.
Oh.
Too soon?
Oh.
Too soon?
Wow.
Really?
We're going to get letters.
Okay.
Number 2 on the top 5 list is
Fright Night.
Oh, yeah. My personal favorite.
Chris Sarandon as Jerry Dandridge, the vampire.
Oh.
Awesome.
Nobody can walk away from watching Fright Night without noticing one important thing. Roddy McDowall is Fright Night. I don't care who you are. You could recast everybody else in that movie. And sure, it would probably be a little bit different, but Roddy McDowall is the heart and soul of Fright Night.
Over the years, there have been a lot of really cool vampires. We talked about Christopher Lee. We've talked about a couple of the other ones. But for my money, the coolest vampire of all time, Jerry Dandridge, played by Mr. Chris Sarandon in the movie Fright Night. This is the ambassador of cool vampires. He is all things that a vampire should be. Suave, sexy, scary. I salute you.
We salute you big time, sir. Moving on. Our number 1 with a big silver bullet.
Let's give it a drum roll. You ready?
Sounded a little bit more like a motorboat. So
That's okay.
Yeah, it
There
works.
was a thought, well, we had this going.
you did. We did have this go. We did a whole production. All right,
Yeah.
number one with a silver bullet.
Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot get any better than the one that started the entire genre.
It's a classic.
Bela Lugosi, 1931,
Dracula by Universal Studios.
This
What more can be said? I mean, sure, all right. If you read the book, it's not Bram Stoker's Dracula.
No, you know what it is? It's Universal Pictures Dracula.
Damn straight.
It's movie magic.
Universal did the movie monsters the way that they should have been done, and they need to start doing that way again.
And you know what? It's a bit of a sidetrack, but they're on the right track with Benicio del Toro's Wolfman.
I saw Wolfman.
That is.
I was impressed. I was pleasantly impressed.
I don't normally do remakes, but Wolfman, Benicio del Toro,
As a remake,
Sir
yes.
Anthony Hopkins, top drawer. Well, if I'm going to come clean about my guilty pleasures when it comes to the vampire genre, then first and foremost, I have to tell you about my George Hamilton film, Love at First Bite. You might not be familiar with this film. It's a bit older. That's true, but it's fun. It's actually more of a romantic comedy than anything else, but it's just offbeat, silly fun. George Hamilton as Dracula. Need I say more?
One of my guilty pleasure vampire movies is 30 Days of Night. Sure, it's a little bit newer, but the concept is very fresh. Yeah, originally, it was a graphic novel written by Mr. Steve Niles, one of the greatest horror writers in comic books nowadays, starring Josh Hartnett and a whole bunch of other people. Josh Hartnett's the only one that I really remember from that film. All I know is it scared the crap out of me. It's so dark. As in, dark because it's 30 Days of Night, not because it's dark.
Nick gave me a little bit of flack about this because it's not technically a movie. However, it started as a movie and then moved into becoming a TV phenomenon. One of my all-time guilty pleasures, and this is across the board, but mainly because it's, the vampire genre, I admit I am a Buffy and Angel fan. A big fan. Buffy and Angel were two great shows, probably the best thing that the WB ever came up with, and they're out on DVD, and I highly recommend you get your hands on them. Start at season 1 of Buffy, move your way through. Once you get started, you won't be able to stop. These are the best 5 vampire films of all time. You need to see these movies. These are real vampires doing real vampire stuff.
Rawr.
None of that damn glittery thing.
No.
So, get these movies. Watch them. And don't forget...
Don't forget this.
Send us a little more on the on the Facebook or the YouTube. Let us know what you
We
want to see.
love our fans.
We love hearing from you, so send us something. And if there's something you want to see, let us know, and we'll do it.
We'll do it. We're media whores.
Damn right we are.
I'll do anything for a comment.
And until next time,
I'm Nick.
I'm John.
We are the Hollywood Outsiders,
You bet we are.
and we're going to see you later.
Good night.